right, Cubs fam, it is Monday morning. You guys know what Monday morning means. We got Rogue Actions here. Heinze's in the house. What's up, Heinze?
Good morning, Cubs. Good morning, Cubs fam. All up and running. Another big week coming up. I think we might have some things coming our way later in the week. I've got a feeling.
I'm excited for this week. We had a really quiet week last week from CG, and I think that we're going to see some action this week, and we're going to talk about that. We got a meme of the week to get to first. We're going to talk about what we think the next big thing is, and I think this week is going to contain a lot of the clues for that. And then also give a review on the changes in the new C-Rancor raid, the challenge pit. Did they hit the mark on this, or is it still lacking? We're going to cover that here right now. But first and foremost, something I want to reveal to the channel is we got a new logo you guys are going to start seeing here. I've been working on this for quite a while now and perfecting it, and this is going to be one of the new looks of the Cubs fam. And if you notice, when I designed this logo, I designed the way that the letters fit together, and then I had somebody make it look a little more clean, shall I say, on Fiverr. And something I didn't think about that Nem pointed out is that the F in this CFH here kind of looks like a gun. You
got a blaster going on.
Yeah,
there's a blaster in there.
It still kind of has that Cubs fan Han feel. What do you think, Heinze?
I like it, man. It's hot. It's hot. I like it. It's on fire. I'm very impressed. Very nice, slick, and professional work. Very, very impressed, brother.
He has to say that. So I'm sure you guys,
No, I don't.
Everybody who hates it, you guys are going to come out in the comments, but I hope you guys like it. I'm actually pretty dang excited about it.
But I ever had to say something, because I have to. Give us a spell. I'm Australian. We say whatever the hell we want.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Just tell me you hate it.
I don't hate it. It looks freaking slick. I like it. It looks really good, man. Very
I'm just
impressed.
kidding.
I
appreciate that. I appreciate that. Urs said he liked it too. All right, here's the meme of the week. We got 2 memes of the week for you guys today. Here we go. First and foremost is Plo Koon sitting here saying, I've been dusting off my old military text to come up with a new challenge for you. So that was a lie.
Guys, can you see this right now? What the hell happened to Cubs fan Han, where he's dropping the bombs all over his streams now?
I didn't say anything. Going on? I didn't say anything.
I have
this guy said it.
Idea where he got that from. Honestly, he's bringing me. Look, I'm a really clean cut kind of guy. I'm a bit stunned right now. I'm a bit shocked that he's dropping that type of language. I don't use that stuff. I don't, I'm a bit shocked by it all, to be honest.
Unsub.
All right, here's the next meme of the week. Heinze sent me this one. I love this. Jedi Master Luke, deployable cooling systems. This is like the new format. I'm seeing this meme everywhere. Like literally everybody is memeing this right here. It's pretty funny.
I know. It is. He's doing the best he can. He's doing the best he can. Yeah, it's a tough day. Hopefully they get that sorted soon in the Suez Canal. Otherwise, there's going to be a few more holdups yet. It's not going to go well.
So the next big thing, Heinze, we have got, I'll just throw this on screen right now. Here's all of the new characters, basically, that we have got here. Beskar Mando is one of the newer ones, obviously the legendary. Moff Gideon Marquis, IG-11, and Queel. I don't know if we would consider them new anymore, especially because they were used for The Mandalorian, but we'll group them in here just for the sake of argument. Bo-Katan, Dark Trooper, and the Armor. And so out of the brand new characters, we really only have 4 brand new characters here. Moff Gideon and Dark Trooper, the 2 dark side, and then Bo-Katan and the Armor are the 2 light side. And so we also know, based on the data mines, we got at least 6 marquees coming up, likely within the near future. We can only assume, unless they wait until May, that all of those characters are going to be Mandalorian characters. And so what do you expect to see next, Heinze? I think we're going to see probably at least 1, maybe 2 marquees this week.
Yes, I think that we're definitely overdue for some marquee action. There's no doubt. We've already talked in a previous video how I personally think the Mandalorian faction needs some more love and some attention. We're not quite there yet with it. We know that certainly other characters in the Mandalorian are coming. I think we're going to fill out those slots and get a support character and a tank in there, and finally get Beskar Mando to the just to the point where he's really just going to go for it and just be actually really, really solid. We need a Malik character, something like that. A version of Malik, just to beef him up a bit. And I have a feeling it's on the way. Again, we don't know anything, guys. Let's be clear. We have no internal information. We really don't. We're just going off what we believe is going to happen. We're not 100%
Who do you think
sure.
would be a Mallet caliber character? Like if they're going to bring in a character that good, who would be worthy of that? Like I feel like we've already got the characters you'd think would be great, which is like either Bo-Katan or Beskar Mando, I think. I could see Ahsoka maybe being on that level, but she wouldn't get the Mandalorian tag for sure.
No.
But maybe she would have some indirect synergy with them. I don't know. What else?
Well, quite often in the past, as you know, they have directed certain synergy towards certain characters. Doesn't necessarily need to be from that faction. We've seen that in the past. Again, she could certainly fit into that, but how it fits long term, I just don't think that's how it's going to play out. We have the other Death Watch characters. They're the more obvious ones to me.
Yeah.
I think that makes the most sense. I think they fit in that Mandalorian faction tag as well. And I think that there's two there. One as a support and one as a tank. I think that makes the most sense off the top of my head. I really do.
How about on the dark side of things? Obviously, I think we've all been speculating for 1,000 years now that Scout Trooper would come to the game. I think Scout Trooper is very likely. But would there be another more sexy appeal character, like a named character that could fit that kind of Mallet caliber or close with the Moff Gideon team? Because I feel like the Moff Gideon team is, like the Mandalorian team, still missing something.
Well, it is. Again, we do believe there's things missing. And they've done some pretty cool reworks, let's be honest, with, Stormtrooper and the Zeta. Thanks for the Zeta Cubs. I'm laughing now. Pretty happy about it.
I got you, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy
you did, man. You got me. So we've got the tank there with Stormtrooper, and he's pretty solid under this lineup. I've been pneumatic punching like crazy over the last week or so. We used it in GAC today. A little while ago. Yeah. I think he's fantastic. Really good, solid character. I just think there's certainly the Scout Trooper needs to come as that support character. As we've talked about before, to round out that Moff Gideon synergy with his leadership, it needs a support character of some type. And Scout Trooper,
do you think that's all we're going to get?
Baby Yoda punching Scout Trooper, I think, is the obvious fit for that. I just think it has to be.
You think that's it? Just Scout Trooper?
I think so. Again, there could be others, but the Scout Trooper is the only one that stands out.
You think there's 6 marquees coming?
I know, but I think some of those, don't forget, they're not going to release them all at once. I'm not going to see 6 drop at once. I think they're loading a few in for a bit of time.
So you don't think all of those 6 are going to be Mandalorian characters?
Look, I don't think so. I don't believe so. I don't think there's a need for it.
I think they will. I think
you reckon they will all be Mandos?
Yeah, because they're data mining them right now. It seems like this is the theme, and they've got a full month before they're even going to be able to start exploring another era of content with the Bad Batch, which starts May 4th, I believe, Star Wars Day. And so I think there's enough time. Now, if Bad Batch was starting this week, I would think, okay, we're probably moving on to Bad Batch. But because of how much time we've got, I don't think they would data mine those packs that far in advance. But maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I was wrong last time. I thought Baby Yoda meant something when Baby Yoda was gone. So
well, that's it. I think the Bad Batch. I mean, if we don't get the Bad Batch, that is the biggest mistake.
We're gonna get Bad Batch. It's not about whether. And that's another thing is I feel like when Bad Batch comes, we're gonna get the full Bad Batch. We're gonna get 5 there, and we definitely have more than one Mandalorian character remaining to drop. I think.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
They've got a lot they want to. The question is which direction they go in, but there's a lot of options. Another dark side character that people aren't thinking about is, I forgot the lady's name, but the lady who has the Beskar staff that Ahsoka battles in episode, what was it, 4 or 5? I'm trying to remember where that was. That's a character. I forget her name. We'll get corrected and reamed in the comments for it. Somebody tell me.
Yes, we will.
But she could come. We've got Imperial officers that could come. What was that?
Is it the Magistrate?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
I got to rewatch Mandalorian season 2.
Yeah,
and
it's been
season
a while.
1.
Yeah, it's been a while.
All of it.
I'm gonna get back to it.
So, all right. Well, let me know what you guys think. I think that this week is probably going to give us an idea of which direction they're going in, light side or dark side. And then I really feel like before we move on to Bad Batch content, I just have a feeling we're going to get something like some big event with this, whether it's a legendary event, whether it's a journey style event, or even maybe Galactic Legends. I feel like Galactic Legends feels unlikely at this point with how many I don't think they've released enough marquees to do that, but you never know. Now, let's talk about the C Pit, okay? Challenge Pit. They made the changes. They got rid of the time constraints. Heinze, I think you're a great person to ask this because you're a guild leader. You're seeing you're kind of more boots on the ground. I have my opinion as from an individual perspective, how I feel about it, but where are you at on this? Do you feel like they really, and let's ignore rewards, okay? We know that rewards suck. We know that they have missed the mark on rewards. So let's ignore that consideration. Just look at the quality of life, enjoyment of the game mode consideration. Do you feel like they got this right?
Yes. Straight up. Absolutely. Yeah. As a guild leader, we're now going from completing it over the space of 2 days to give everyone a fair shot at it and to bank all of the damage up so that we can release it all at once, when we can coordinate time zones all over the place to try and make it as optimal as possible for people to hit it and give everyone a fair chance. And by removing those restrictions and having Galactic Legends obviously attacking and doing more damage now, we cleared it in, 50 minutes.
Awesome.
So, yes, I totally agree. We're now at the point where we're going to alternate each raid around so everyone gets a fair turn, time zone wise still. But you can still rock up any time and compete, of course. But we're going to make it as optimal as possible for different time zones. That's what we're planning. Yes, highly agree. The move was great. I know that in time they have mentioned they want to do raids that are more time zone based and, damaged group drops in future. That's fine. Got no problem with that. But yeah, it was just the logistical nightmares of this raid to do it at this time was just not ideal.
Yeah. And it's great because of those logistical nightmares. It was very rare that I was able to participate in the Challenge Rancor raid because I wasn't able to do it because it was so specific on when you had to get in there. Now it's a lot more general. It is kind of getting to the point, with my guild too, where we are clearing it pretty quickly, and so that's kind of a new problem. But guilds can manage that and find ways to make that quality of life friendly for the guilds, and so I feel like they nailed it as well. Obviously, the rewards are still an issue and something that I scratch my head why they haven't adopted more of a TB style reward drop for raids, but I'm really, really happy with the changes. I think the raid's in a much, much, much better place.
Yeah, if I can just say quickly, Cubs, the issue as well around the coordination and everything was really difficult due to the simple fact that we didn't have the officer tools to be able to control when people did damage in that raid. It's open for anyone. And all it took was one person not reading the instructions correctly by their guild and dropping damage when they shouldn't have done so. That really, really hurt the guild and caused a lot of frustration and angst within
and there were
guilds
ways,
as well.
There's ways that they could address that. Like if they want it to be the style it was, then what you need to do is give the officers the ability to dictate when the damage is posted and also allow the guildmates to submit damage to officers. And so maybe you've got a 4% run and you complete your run, and now the officers decide exactly when that gets posted. So you can have everyone go in, do their 4%, and then the officer goes, all right, post now, and then you don't have to worry about every single person in the guild getting there at the same time. People talk about how we got worldwide guilds where you're coordinating time zones for all around the globe. Forget that. Even if you're all in the time zone, everybody has different schedules. Everybody has different things going on in their lives. The idea of getting people for a mobile game to all be ready at one very specific time to post damage is pretty asinine. And so I'm glad that they've acknowledged that and adjusted it this way. But if we want to go back to something similar to this, I think that's what needs to happen. You need to give the officers the ability to take that damage and dictate when it gets posted so that everyone doesn't have to be on it exactly the same time. It's not realistic for a game like this.
Yeah. And again, without the tools, that was the problem. It wasn't so much the whole concept of it. Concept is great. Problem was we didn't have a way to control it, and that caused angst and frustration. That was by far the biggest issue.
Absolutely. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for joining us for another great episode of Rogue Actions. We're not done. We still got 3 more subjects to get to over on Heinz's channel. I will drop a link down in the comments below. Be sure to show up for that. Thank you so much for joining me, Heinz.
No worries, man. Anytime. Always a ball.
A bowl?
A ball.
What's
fun?
Like a
awesome.
bowl? Like
amazing.
A ball. You mean like a round?
Double N. I had a ball.
I heard B-U-L-L.
No, not a ball.
Like a cow, you know?
Ball.
But I'm still hearing bowl.
I'm going down
Freaking
the pawn
Australia,
shop.
guys.